Good evening, everybody, and again, welcome back again with another live show on the channel. It is match preview for the game tomorrow between Newcastle United versus Bournemouth, 3 o'clock kickoff at St James's Park. Eddie Howe faces his former side, and of course, joining me is none other than that man, John Sinclair. How's it going, man?
Good evening to Pete. Thanks for having us on, mate. And yeah, it's been fantastic today. Like busy week, but just got on here, and thank you for having us on, mate.
No problem at all. So, if you do enjoy this live preview, please, of course, you know what to do. Stick the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, which I don't know why it's not showing up. And please feel free to donate to the channel as well. Oh, that's working. Finally, that's working now. So hit that subscribe button, and feel free to become a member of the channel as well. And we'll just rattle through a comment from Kevin coming in, even if Peter and John up. Were you well, Kev? Well then, John, Eddie Howe takes on his former side, Bournemouth, at St James's Park. We need to start winning games now.
Pete, I have to agree with you, man. I mean, look, we haven't won since the first day of the season against Forest, yeah. But since then, we've drawn too many, and that is the problem. And we've got the players to do it, but also you've got key players like Bruno's out, ASM's out, Wilson's out, which hasn't helped whatsoever. But we're making chances, creating chances. The problem, we just can't put them away. That is the problem. And against the Bournemouth side, right? I mean, let's be real, right? I mean, no disrespect to Bournemouth, yeah, but it's good seeing them back up. But we should be beating teams like Bournemouth, the greatest respect. And if you are going to push for Europe or have a goal for Europe, these are the sort of games we have got to win.
Yeah, absolutely agree. But you've also got to look why we've picked up so many draws, because VAR have really screwed us in a canny few games this season as well. And that's why we've not got as high as points as what we should have, which has been down to VAR in a way as well.
Absolutely. I mean, we should have won that game. That goal should have stood for Willock, yeah. Isak's second goal, that was not offside. I watched it again and again and again. And Sean Longstaff, right? I mean, got pulled back. The whole nation, not just Newcastle, the whole nation saw that game, and it was a no-brainer. It was a penalty kick all day long. But they didn't even, VAR bottled it, the ref bottled it, and it came out. So that's 2 points we've lost there. You know what I mean? But VAR is not very happy with Newcastle at the minute. Like, it doesn't like us at all whatsoever. But it loves Liverpool, done it. But it hates Newcastle United for some reason. And now the comments apologise basically to say that they made a mistake. Yeah, it's not the first time they've done it, Pete. They've done it so many times. Yeah, do your jobs, get on with it, right? Watch it again, because I can guarantee you, if it happened to our opposition, right, it would have been a penalty to them or the big six.
Yep, it certainly would have been. Absolutely. Kev says we cannot figure out if we win 5-0 or lose 2-0. Our form is all over the place. I don't think we'll lose this. Definitely not lose this game tomorrow. I know Bournemouth, they came off the back of a 3-2 win away to Forest, but we're not Nottingham Forest. We're not Nottingham Forest at all. And of course, we'll be up for this game. Of course, we'll be back in the lads. St James's Park, full house as well. And I can see us definitely get back to winning ways tomorrow.
100%. I mean, we need to, because we need to get Bruno back in that team. I mean, Eddie's apparently played it close to his chest again. He's not making any statement for Bruno sort of thing, yeah. But Bournemouth will be waiting for it as well. In fact, I think Bournemouth will probably prepare how to shut out Bruno out of the game, because I think they kind of think teams now are kind of thinking out Bruno. Yeah, he's a class act, but are they sussing him out now? Are they working him out? I don't know, but he is still a class player. But I think Bournemouth should worry about theirs before they worry about us. But look, Pete, you know what? It all depends on the team selection. We've got the players to do it, but I'd love to see us, Ellia Anderson, get a start on all.
I mean, that would be a great opportunity if ASM doesn't make the game tomorrow as well. I think I would take Fraser out and give Anderson a chance. And I've got the feeling Bruno is the player going to be back tomorrow. I think ASM is touch and go. Wilson, I can't see coming back yet.
Now,
I don't think we're kind of just rushing back with it being so injury prone. And but the good thing is we now got a striker, Isak, who is in that position at the moment, and I believe he will get a goal or two on Saturday as well. I think he'll learn from his chance he missed at Crystal Palace. I think he'll start to tuck them away.
yeah, I thought Eddie must have them say, look, don't do things like that. Just put your lace through it and just have the confidence. You know they're a great player, but just don't do the messy chip unless you know exactly what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? If you're around the keeper, cool. But at the end of the day, right, I'll show Dad would and say, look, don't do things like that. Just place it normally. Don't do anything flash. Just hit it, and then it'll be 3 points. But yeah, he's only 20 years old. I know people are not cussing him out sort of because of that miss, but he should be scoring that. I'm sorry, but hey ho. But I've got faith in this kid.
Oh, so do I, definitely. Absolutely. I think, as I mentioned, he'll learn from that as well.
Yeah.
What I don't want to see in the game tomorrow is Miggy brought off when we're not winning the game with so many minutes to go, and then Jacob Murphy is a substitution. That to me is becoming a like for like from Eddie Howe. And Murphy's not changing a game. He's been woeful this season. I don't want to see that.
I mean, Jacob Murphy, I'd rather have Eddie Murphy, to be quite honest with you, Pete, or even Shireen Murphy as well, Harry Cool's wife, Harry's wife. But you're right. I mean, Jacob Murphy, he's starting to be a liability now. He ain't good enough. He's not good enough. He's not Premier League player enough. I'm sorry. But Eddie Howe must know now that he ain't good enough, yeah. And someone needs to tell Eddie, right, that he's clearly not good enough. Don't pick him again because he's not Premier League standard.
He's
for
not.
For me personally, right, I think he needs to move to the Championship. The problem is, right, he's on 50 grand a week and no one ain't going to pay that sort of wages. He's got 4 years left on his contract. And it is laughable. I wonder if Ashley's two fingers up at the fans.
Yeah, I can see what you're on about there. It all depends how many fans that Eddie Howe brings. Does he get a warm reception from them? Because I believe he does.
100%. I mean, he's done a lot for Bournemouth Football Club. He's done absolutely amazing at the club. He got them up through the leagues, and also as well that he plays good attractive football as well. And the fans appreciate what Eddie has done at Bournemouth, and even a new stadium debuts as well. And I think, look, he's done wonders, and I hope Bournemouth fans gives him the reception he deserves because he's done a lot for that football club, man. But he's a legend there, right? I can't see anyone better than Eddie Howe because whoever takes over properly from Eddie Howe, they haven't really replaced him properly. I mean, since he's left, it was Jason Tyndall, didn't work out. Then it was Scott Parker. Was it Scott Parker? I think it was Scott Parker came in, did he? And he got them up. Then they got stats, and everyone knows the reason why. But look, I'm sure Bournemouth fan ain't stupid, and they will give him a good reception there, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Eddie Howe will do the same as well, either before the game starts or at either full time as well, because Bournemouth will always have him in their memories, of course, as well. What he did for them, how far he took them up in the leagues as well. But of course, Eddie Howe, with him managing us, he'll want the 3 points tomorrow. No doubt about that.
100%, 100%, 100%. And it's a must. It's an absolute must.
Yep, absolutely. You know what it is? The Premier League, on behalf of the Big Six, will try every trick to stop us joining the party. Yeah. I think Murphy should be heading for West Brom.
Agree.
Did you hear Bournemouth are in a takeover bid? I've heard something about that, actually. So that's very interesting what's going on there. I've got to admit. But
I think it's good for Bournemouth to get a takeover. I think the fans should be happy once it takes over. Again, is American investor taking over the club, right?
Yep.
But make sure he understands football.
That's what you want if Bournemouth, if this takeover that they're going through is going to be a successful one. Because there's not a lot of them that have been like that before. But I think with this one, they've got, hopefully it's got to be the right one for them if it does definitely go through for them definitely as well. So, of course, anyhow, we're saying, of course, in his press conference today, touching up on the injuries as well. He comes out and says, let me if you just find it a moment. He says, with regards to Bruno, ASM, and Wilson, everyone has improved, but I'll leave me team news until the time we get it. It's been a slightly difficult period for us, but hopefully we're coming out of that. There's big players for us, and we need them back quickly. So he's not give away there who is definitely going to be available tomorrow. But he is like that. But I think the one definitely coming back for me is Bruno, as I've just touched upon. Do you see either them, the other two coming back in, or not so sure?
I don't think ASM will come back in. I think he's still out injured, Pete. You know what I mean? And people are saying, "Oh, he might be back, he might be back." But for me, I don't think he'd be back personally. As for Bruno, he's been on the training pitch a couple of times, yeah. But again, I mean, I'll do the press conference later on. But listen, you just got to wait and see what happens tomorrow. But I've got a sneaking feeling it ain't going to be great. I really don't. I don't think he'd be ready to come after the Bournemouth game. We could do with him because you badly missed him. Do you know what I mean? But I'll be quite happy either ASM or Bruno, one of the two. I can't see Wilson get back in the team.
No, I can't see Wilson as well.
But if ASM don't come in, Ellia Anderson has to start. Yeah, he has to start. Then we've got Sean Longstaff as well to come in if Bruno doesn't make it. And the problem is, we should be beating teams without them because we've got better players than them.
We should be, yes. We don't want to see screwed over by VR because we should have won against Palace because there was nothing wrong with our goal at all. So hopefully, again, that goes back to we need those points there tomorrow. Hopefully, we do need to start taking the chances there as well. Of course, then he goes on to say about Karius, who joined as well. The injury to Darlow, he was just in training doing a normal shot action, but he's twisted his ankle with that. We decided it was a wise move. Force someone with experience who could complement the goalkeepers we have. He's come in and trained very well. I think we'll expect Karius on the bench, no doubt about that. You'll not get a Nick Pope. I mean, going back to when we signed Karius, there was a lot of mixed opinions. Some are willing to give him a chance. But then you do have the fans says, "Oh, why are we bringing a goalkeeper that is that bad, who is that dodgy? Look what happened in the Champions League." You're all forgiving a new player and an opportunity at the club once they've come in.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, right? I mean, our fan base, right? Let's be real. I mean, our fan base and most are just wet wipes. At the end of the day, right? They just don't give them a chance. I mean, look, obviously I watched Italian football. When Emil Kraft came to Newcastle, right, I said to people I didn't rate him at all. And in the first few seasons, I was proved right. But this one, right, Karius, I think, look, it'd be a good backup keeper for us. I think he had a poor time at Liverpool, especially in the Champions League against Real Madrid, when he absolutely gifted Madrid the game, and he did. And then his confidence was shot. Apparently, he got concussed as well. Previous to the game. If that is true, I don't know. But he did win the Besiktas, got his career back on track. 50-odd appearances for the Turkish club, and 2 seasons. Played at Union Berlin, made 4 appearances, I think, and now he's here. So we've got to give this guy a chance. As simple as that.
Well, but absolutely, you do. Absolutely,
we have to, because at the end of the day, he's at a new club. He's new. He's 29, vastly experienced, German international, right? And listen, give the guy a chance. And if he comes in and he does really well for us, I hope he gets a 9 out of 10 if he comes in and plays first game, like Black has done.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, go back to Kraft, we can understand why he's been left out the 25-man squad with his injury.
Yeah.
You're talking 6-7 months with that ACL he's picked up.
Mhm.
And I think you can understand why he's been left out for that half of the season at the moment, because with it being long term as well. Shelby apparently is making good progress from what I've heard, and could be back sooner than expected from what Eddie Howe's been saying as well. So sounds like Shelby's recovering well, and we may see him back earlier than we expected. Do you think we're missing Shelby at the minute as well, John?
Look, I'm not a fan of Shelby, but it's a hard one with him, you see. Do you know what I mean? I mean, has he improved the last few seasons since he got up in the Premier League? I'm not so sure, you know. But
I think he has under Howe.
well, I mean, I'll give him a fresh. I'll give him a clean slate. I'm giving this guy a clean slate, and I want to give him 8 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s. I want him to be player of the season because what's he 30 now? Coming on 31.
30,
I
yeah.
I hope that I'm not having a go, but I hope that he proves to be wrong. And if he doesn't cut this, Hollywood passes all the time and just plays simple football sort of, and he use that ball when it really needs to be, then cool.
Yeah.
But one thing I am going to say, I have him over Longstaff.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still not convinced with Longstaff. I've got to admit myself.
I seen him on a tweet. I seen him on a tweet right about a month ago. I'm not going to mention the person's name, right? But that person said, anyone has to go to Sean Longstaff, go and do one, yeah. And that was nearly a meltdown, man. That's why I didn't get involved.
I mean, you could give constructive criticism, just don't be over the top with what you say. You can be constructive with your criticism, of course, and just say, "Oh, but he's not good enough. Are we seeing any progress?"
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Fine, stuff like that's fine, but yeah, some people do like to take it.
This is the problem, Pete. This is the problem. But at the end of the day, I mean, for me, is Sean Longstaff going to win us a title? Is he going to get us a top 4? Is he going to get us into Europe? All these answers to that one's going to be a no for me.
No, that's my concern with the Longstaff at the moment. So that is he a player that's going to take us up there? I don't think he is as well.
Nah.
We'll touch on Bournemouth a bit. Of course, Gary O'Neill, he's done his press conference the day as well. He's come out and said, I have full belief in what the boys are going to try to show me on Saturday. Of course, that was his first game against Forest, which they won 3-2, where they were 2-0 down. So do you have that worry that Bournemouth are going to be up for this game as well? Or do you think we are still going to have too much for them out on the pitch? Because from what Gary says, he sees something in the side that he's taken over at the moment until they get a new manager replaced him.
He's trying to play the way Eddie Howe's played away, sort of thing. So I play football, right? He likes to have a back 4, plays 4-3-3 if he can. Depends on opposition, yeah. But I mean, the players said, I mean, it's all began with Scott Parker putting the players down, right? Putting the players down, and he got sacked for it. So once Gary Neal took over, all the players were lifted. He lifted the players up there, 4 points in 2 games, right? And they showed that fighting character, fighting spirits against Forest. 2-0 down and came back. Probably one of the goals was a gift, by the way, but that's by the by. But against Wolves, there's a good performance as well, apparently as well. But my opinion, we should have too much for Bournemouth, but football's a funny old game. It really, really is. But if we just keep playing where we are, have a go, attack them, right? Then we have got a good chance of winning this game. We have to win this game because we've got Fulham next, I believe. Fulham
after the international break,
and then United.
Yep, absolutely. We certainly do as well. So,
I think the players wants him to become full-time manager, but I don't think that's going to happen because once the takeover goes through, they want their own man, and they've probably got an idea who they really want to take that club forward. You know what I mean? Because at the minute, even though they're 13th in the league, if they win, they go above us, by the way, which would be absolutely incredible. But at the end of the day, right? I mean, as a game, we should be winning. And by the way, we haven't had got a good record against Bournemouth, especially at home. We lost a couple of games against them at St James's Park, but we don't get beat at Vitality.
No, that's it. I mean, we've beaten them the last 2 times at St James's Park as well. Both of them have been 2-1s. Of course, under Rafa Benitez, where Rondon scored 2. And, of course, under you-know-who as well, where we won 2-1, when Yedlin scored a cracking bullet header and Kieran Clark got us that goal, which won us the game. So, definitely.
Absolutely.
So, but, yeah, I think I agree. We should have enough to beat Bournemouth there tomorrow, definitely. Of course, Bournemouth with a couple of injuries as well, of course. David Brooks is going to be missing for them as well. Rothwell and Pearson, they're both missing for the game as well. So Joe Rothwell and Ben Pearson. And Stanislas, he's making progress as well. But them are two, I think it's not going to be... they're not going to come back yet for this game against us as well. So a couple of injuries for Bournemouth as well. Just was one before that. Kev says, sorry, just had a chore to do. Heard you talking about Shelby. The fella is very creative and can't hit killer passes. Sorry, to open up defenses. He is missed in the team, I'm sure.
The thing is,
that's what we have missed with Shelby as well, I've got to admit, because he's been doing that under Eddie Howe a lot last season.
Yeah.
And that's where we missed it.
Yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, right? I mean, after time it comes off, after time it doesn't. And look, I like Shelby, yeah. Would he be my first choice in the midfield three? Probably not. That's going to be a shock to a lot of people. But at the end of the day, right? I mean, he's better than Longstaff. He's definitely better than Longstaff. And if he comes back in the team, and I want him to get 8s and 9s out of 10s for me. Do you know what I mean? I hope he does. I hope he does, man. And I'm not criticising and I'm not going to go at him. But for me, he may have done it already, but how many percentage has been effective? That's the thing.
Oh, yeah. I know we were critical of him under Bruce, but he was very unhappy under Bruce. That was the
Absolutely.
problem. Well, who was happy under Bruce?
Exactly. But that interview he did say that Eddie Howe's Steve Bruce is the best man he worked with.
Well, he's going to say that if he's under him. I mean, if he says anything else, he's not going to get selected out of the team. So he'll just say, right, wait till he's sacked, and then I could have beyond a say about him, which he definitely did in the end as well. So that's the thing.
Absolutely. I'm not on the go, Shelby, but I just got to be honest, and I hope that when he comes back in, he'll do the business, and we got to get behind him.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. I'm a big fan of him, John. Well, so Kev's a big fan of Shelby, so he's just said it there. But yeah, there you was as well. 4-3-3 is what Eddie Howe's going to stick with. I have no doubt about that. So it's working, this formation. We're playing a lot more better with it. We just need to start turning them draws into wins. But again, a lot of these draws have been down to because we're being rightfully screwed over by VAR as well. Exactly. Hopefully none about that, because Mason's not going to be on VAR this game. So thank the Lord for that.
Yes.
So we're going to have Craig Pawson as referee, who is not entirely high rated. And it's going to be Paul Tierney on the VAR duty as well.
Oh. Wow. Paul Tierney, is he from Salford? I think he's from Salford or Nottinghamshire.
Well, yeah, but can there be any worse than Lee Mason last game?
I know. I tell you what, as well, if I was Eddie Howe, I'd do an interview and see it. I do not want to have this referee in referee officiating our games ever again. Well,
that's it, yeah. England squad, Madison. Yeah, I've seen the England squad, but I'll be discussing that about on tonight's 8 o'clock show tonight as well. And I'm just so baffled by the selections he's come up with. Quite a few of them. Indeed.
Shocking, isn't it? I mean, Luke Shaw haven't had an appearance in United this season, right? I mean, Matt Targett has been playing really well, yet Gareth Southgate made it clear he would pick players on form. And guess what? He picks Luke Shaw.
Yep, that's it. Kev says, I like 4-3-3, but I think Howe should mix it up a bit to keep the opposition guessing. He could do that, but I think he's happy with what he's going with, and we'll look a lot more better with it, don't we?
Yes, we do. I mean, none of this three at the back three, and none of this 5-3-2 or 5-4-1, whatever it is, sort of thing, But 4-3-3 works well. I think 4-3-3 is a cracking formation. You look at those great teams plays 4-3-3. Liverpool, Man City, even Real Madrid does it. Yeah, PSG used to do it. Bayern Munich plays 4-2-3-1. They've got the players to do it, the personnel to do it. Cool. But look, at the end of the day, I love the 4-3-3 formation, 4-4-3 formation, and long way it continues.
Well, absolutely, that's it. It definitely 100% really is as well. What does John and PD think about the England shirts? I've seen them; they're not too bad.
Not too bad. I mean, they're okay, but not too bad.
Yeah, they're not
I
too
like
bad.
the older one. I like the older one. So to be fair, but
yeah, I've seen worse. I've seen worse than as
aye.
well. So there you are. I have seen worse than
Absolutely.
as well. Right then, let's run through the predicted lineup then. So 4-3-3 formation. Eddie Howe's going to stick with, but who gets in that start lineup tomorrow? John, kick it off. Who's in goal?
There's only one Nick Pope. What a fantastic season he's had this season. Without him, I think we'd be banging in trouble because he's made some saves against Brighton. Fantastic. Got us a point against Palace. He made 2 fantastic saves. Got us a point as well. But he's made some crack saves. I've been very impressed with this keeper. You know what I mean? He is so exciting. And I hope that he goes to the World Cup. If he does, that will be absolutely fantastic.
Yep, absolutely. Easy decision in goal for me, Nick Pope.
Easy.
Karius will not be in there yet, but I believe possibly for a cup game as well. Right back, I've got no doubt will be this man there, Kieran Trippier. Fantastic. He has just been as well. And that's no reason to take him out the team as well. So,
yeah.
And speaking of Pope, he's been called up for the England squad. He has indeed.
He has indeed.
So, yeah. And Trippier as well.
He has.
So, there you are.
And I think Target should have been it as well, by the way, because
Should
he's
have
been playing
yeah.
fantastic football, him. But he goes to Luke Shaw, and wow, just wow.
Yep. Okay, John, who's taking one of the centre back roles?
I'm gonna go with my guy, Sven Botman.
Yep.
He's been outstanding this season. Yeah, he's a leader.
He certainly is. He can certainly pick a pass out. Look at the way he was picking passes out to Trippier in the Crystal Palace game.
Exactly. Cutball them as well. Those passes, absolutely fantastic, that guy. He's a ball-playing centre-back. He has everything. This guy, for me, he's much, much better than Virgil van Dijk for me. He's having a better season than Virgil van Dijk this season. I think this guy could be here for a very, very, very long time.
Could well be. Hopefully that is the case. And long may he start keeping up with those good performances. Last player to take the centre-back roles has got to be that man there, Fabian Schär. Again, no ball-played centre-back, which Eddie Howe likes as well. And been really, really good on Eddie Howe's Fabian Schär as well. And I have no reason to take him out the side as well.
Definitely not. I think he's been outstanding. I think he's calm. He's 31 now. I tell you what, I think this guy just gets better and better.
He is at the moment, isn't he?
Every passing game. And you know what? I mean, he's been known for going to the World Cup with Switzerland as well, finishing above Italy as well, by the way. But you know what it is? We've got plenty of internationals going to the World Cup. We really have. And if they go, I wish them every success under the sun because they deserve it, rightly so. Just come back safe.
That's it. That's it, yeah. And who's taking that left back spot here, John?
You'll have to be Matt Target. I mean, look, Dan Burn can play them himself as well, but for me, Dan Burn's centre back. I don't like him at left back, to be fair. He can play there, but I just don't like him at there. I'd rather see him centre back. For me, I'll go with Matt Target every single time, and he is, like I said, we know what he's like. He loves to defend.
That's it. That's what you need Target for. His pace, getting up and down the flanks, get those crosses in the box as well. So
absolutely.
That's why we're brought the lad on a permanent deal as well. So there you are. Right midfield roles, I believe I'm gonna have the faith, and he'll be back in. That man there, Bruno. I think from what I've heard, he has been training, and that can mean a good thing as well. Get him back in that side because we need him in there definitely as well. Sean Longstaff to me out if Bruno is 100% fit and ready for tomorrow, definitely.
Exactly. I mean, look, we badly missed him, by the way. He's the one who's gets involved with playing the ball out from the back. He gets involved with it as well. What makes us look fantastic. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, get this guy in. I think if he comes in, I think Bournemouth will not have a clue against this guy because I'm telling you something, he'll run the show in midfield if he comes in, and he's going to show us what he's all about. At least he has done, and he can make a difference.
Yep, that's it. Absolutely. Right, John, who's taking another place in that midfield role?
Take the big guy, Julian. What a season's having. What a season. I mean, people said he should go to the World Cup, yeah, but I'm afraid there's 7 or 8 other players before him, by the way. And Copa America next season, maybe. I hope he gets into that. But at the end of the day, right, I mean, what I noticed as well, what he needs to do, though, he needs to stop giving the ball away. He wins the balls, but he needs to stop that.
I think that was down to because he was playing 3 games in a row. He'd been working his socks off and he looked knackered pretty much. So hopefully he's recharged and ready for tomorrow.
Let's hope so and get him in.
I like how he says, what injury did Bruno have? I believe it was a hamstring injury. I'm pretty sure was that. Yeah, it was. And last place, I believe the last player to take up that midfield role will be this man, Joe Willock. Robbed well and truly against Crystal Palace of that goal.
100%. I mean, look. I mean, he scored a goal which is really rude, which is a shocking decision, by the way. Right?
It was.
Shocking decision. And people needs to realise this. Do you know what I mean? I mean, everyone in the nation saying it's not offside. It's not offside. It wasn't foul. It wasn't a foul. It was a good goal. Well, I won't say a good goal, but he got pushed. There's not a lot you can do about it. Sure, different angles. VAR, not just the one angle.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. Yeah. That's what they concentrated on the goalkeeper, on Palace's goalkeeper more than the foul on, than the push on Joe Willock.
Exactly. And I think someone in the chat earlier on, I think it might have been Kevin, saying that that VAR and the Premier League are going to screw us for every single thing. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And you know what? One day I'll take them to flipping court because at the end of the day, some of the decisions are absolute joke.
Oh, scandalous. And we've lost so many points because of them. Not because we've been poor and all that, because of VAR's cost games.
Exactly. I mean, they can cost us, say, like 6, 7, 8 points. Those 8 points could have got us in the top 4, right?
Easily, yeah, they could have done.
And then I tell you something, right? The Premier League behind the scenes needs to be sat, getting working, you know what I mean? And get someone's going to understand football, knows about football. And guess what? Just give us the right decision, do the right thing. And then that's
absolutely. Right, the attacking 3. So who takes that right-hand side here, John?
For me, I'll go Miggy on the right-hand side. Miggy for me. He's having a good season so far. What he needs to do, though, he needs to be scoring goals. If he does that, then it'll be fine. If he gets 10 goals for me, I think that's a great season for this guy. Do you know what I mean? But it's what? It's 3.5 seasons now. It's effectively 4th season.
Yeah,
I think he needs to step up. He needs to show us that he's 28 now. He needs to have faith in his own ability, and that's what he needs to do. But if he does that, great.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely as well. And I don't want to see him taken off if we're not winning the game and have Murphy brung on. No way. No.
Exactly. Get him 90 minutes. So he's got to play full 90 for full 90 minutes. And
I like how he says, imagine if we miss out on Europe because of those points dropped due to VAR.
Exactly. Thing is, though, the people can make mistakes, but we're not allowed to have an opinion. So you get charged for it. They should get flipping charged for it as well. For in a competent decision, man.
And take them off for one game is not enough, in my opinion, because they're going to be back on it at the game after that, and they could do it again. They could do the same thing again.
100%. And it's just going to get worse. And this is why our officials, right, are not going to the World Cup. And the best league in the world, so-called best league in the world, right? You're joking, are you? I mean, there's a couple of Italian referees that's going to go to the World Cup, but we're not going to get one in. Not this year, we won't. Because they're just simply not good enough, Pete. And then something needs to happen drastically.
Yeah, absolutely. On the left-hand side, if he's fit, that man goes back in for me, but we'll wait and see. Touch and go, what's been going around with him. But if he's not fit for tomorrow, this man should come in for me. Ellia Anderson, I thought when he came off the bench against Palace, he did very, very well. He was really giving himself a goal in that game as well, and he needs an opportunity more in the Premier League now. Eddie House kept him for this season. Give him that opportunity. Fraser, to me, his final balls against Palace were really frustrating for me. Let's get Anderson in.
He has to
get him in.
It's a perfect game for him. We're not taking on Man United. I can understand we don't play him for against United, but this is a perfect game for him. Get him in.
Absolutely, yeah. And final, John, who takes that up front middle spot?
It's gonna have to be one guy, and it's Isak. He needs to like I said, the goals will come. More goals will come for this guy. I think he offers something different. I think he's a great player. He's quick, and that goal against Liverpool doing the world of good. I'll tell you that now. But I believe in this guy. Just stop being cocky in front of goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe more goals will definitely come from him. And he knows if he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, put your lace through it. You've got a chance of beating them all.
Totally
like how he says, Chris Wood, no chance for me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think he will come off the bench at some point, though, but no way he's starting the game for me. Absolutely no chance he is starting the game for me on tomorrow. So there you are. Right then, we'll move on to because we'll end this show very, very in a moment now. Okay. Score predictions for tomorrow. What are you going for, John? Who's getting the goals?
I'm going to stay 3-0 because we are going to absolutely thump sides. You know what I mean? With chance to miss Pete, we are going to annihilate teams as well. The way we're playing, we are playing well, but we've got to put the balls to the back of the net. For me, I don't think we're scoring enough. It could be more, but listen. At the end of the day, I think we need to start getting 3 points and just have a go at these. I'm going to go optimistic 3-0 for Newcastle.
Oh, nice one. Kev says 4-1. Alec Covey says 2-0 with Chris Wood to score. So he thinks Chris Wood will come off the bench and get himself a goal.
I hope he does.
It could happen. You never know. But we'll see. He's going for Isak and Wood. Fair play. Okay, fair play. My score prediction as well. Yeah, I'm going to go for a 3-0 win for Newcastle as well. I'm going to say to get the goals, I've gone for Biggie, Isak, and if he's fit, ASM. But if ASM's not fit, I've got to think Joe Willock might score this time after he was well and truly robbed of a goal against Crystal Palace. Because I think Joe Willock started up his game now, and I think he'll be due a goal very, very soon for himself. So I'm going to have that confidence to say Joe Willock will score if ASM doesn't make the game tomorrow.
Yeah, let's hope he does, because I like Joe Willock. I think he's a canny player. He really is. Do you know what I mean? If he can get that form back for the first game, then we'll be well away.
Yep, absolutely. So there you are. Well then, guys, we'll end it there for the match preview. Again, don't forget, I'll be back again at 8 o'clock for my usual PD's Football Live show. John's got a show at around about 10 to 7 as well. So feel free to check that out as well. Of course, John's channel is down in the description. John Sinclair TV as well. So feel free to check out and subscribe to John's channel if you haven't already done so. As well. Of course, for the game, keep an eye out after the game for the quick thoughts, the fan reactions as well. And Sunday will be, of course, the match review and play ratings live show as well. And I like Covey says, yes, get ready for their picks when we do tonight's show as well. And like Covey says, bye, John and PD as well. Well, again, guys, if you have enjoyed, please, of course, do stick the thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, of course, if you're new to the channel or if you enjoy the content and you're not yet subscribed as well. You can still donate as well to the channel and feel free, of course, to become a member of the channel as well. Definitely. Well, guys, until 8 o'clock, I shall see you within a little while. And, of course, feel free to get yourselves tuned in at 8 p.m. tonight. Catch us in a while, guys. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.